In front of you, you see the Vise project that we'll be doing later in the semester. As we've done with many of the projects or components that you'll be creating for these projects later in the semester, since you'll only get dimension sheets to create it, I'm giving you some insights now on how we're going to go about developing these components. So we're going to do the green portion today, which is the base of the vise. So what we're doing today will look like this. Uh, we're going to start it from the side profile. Okay. We're going to put this on the front back plane. All right. So we're going to start by sketching out this side, excluding this angle here, which will be a chamfer we apply in the last step. And we've got our dimension drawing. So we're going to draw two rectangles, this view here from the side. So we've got 250 millimeters as the overall length here. Looks like it's going to be 100 millimeters tall here at the back and 30 millimeters wide. So two rectangles, one 250 by 40. Okay, this is going to be the origin right here at this bottom corner. Then from the origin as well, 100 millimeters by 30 millimeters. We'll trim out the interior, extrude it across the full width, which happens to be 150 millimeters. And that will be the foundation of our base. We'll come back on the front face of our design, and we're going to create this slide. This is a groove for the vise piece that moves back and forth to slide along. Okay, we're going to create that groove on that front face of our design, and we'll figure out the midpoint of that face and draw a couple 40 by 15 rectangles, and then extrude it. And instead of extruding a certain distance, we're going to extrude that shape back to an object, and it's going to be this back face. That way, if we happen to change the length of our design, our extrusion will adjust with it. Extruding to an object is often very convenient. We'll use it in several other projects like the um, Lego brick project, for example. Gives us a lot of flexibility. Also, if we are extruding to a shape that's curved, it's got an arc in it, it won't, by going a set distance, your extrusion will go out that set distance and it won't accommodate the curve. If you extrude to the object, it'll extrude to the face, that arced face of an object, and take the shape of that object that you're extruding to. So, nice features with the extrude to object. Then we'll create this upper section. We're going to draw a line across the bottom. We'll draw lines up 15 millimeters and over 15 on both sides. From the midpoint, we're going to draw a construction line up 60 millimeters. We'll have the 3 points then to a 3-point arc. Okay, create that, extrude it back 30 millimeters, and then place our hole, which is 30 millimeters in diameter, 25 millimeters from the top center of our arc here. Let's get started. Okay, let's create a sketch. We'll go to front back plane. Let's create a 2-point rectangle. From the origin, click 100 millimeters. No, that's not right. 250 millimeters. All right, by 40. Okay, let's fit. There it is. Let's draw our second rectangle, which is going to be 100 millimeters by 30. So there's the 30, 100 millimeters tall. All right, see that? Let's trim away the interior lines. Remove and remove. Let's finish sketch. Home position. Let's extrude 150 millimeters. New body. Click OK. Notice I'm trying not to give you all the menu commands as much as what I normally do. I'm expecting you to know that by now. Let's create a sketch on this front face. Move it over. Zoom in a touch. Okay, so there's the front face we're sketching on. I need center point. Now, if we draw a center rectangle, we'd get two diagonals. And where those two diagonals cross would be the center point of our rectangle. So let's draw a line from one corner to the other corner. There's a diagonal. Let's toggle it to construction. So I'm going to hit X, select it, hit X. Now, do I need to draw the second line? No, I do not, because Fusion will give me the midpoint of this line, which is where the second line would cross it. So let's create rectangle and center rectangle. Let's find the midpoint. There's my triangle. Click. All right, my first one's going to be 15 millimeters wide, 40 millimeters tall. Okay, let's draw a second one. All right, 40 millimeters wide, 15 millimeters tall. Let's trim out the interior portions of this. So isolated lines aren't going to hurt anything. There, I have an enclosed shape. All right, let's finish sketch. Home position. Let's extrude. Now, as I said, I'm not going to go back a distance here. Let's change our distance, extent type, from distance to object. All right, I lose my dimension box. And now I need to select my object. I'm going to select this face as the object. And it extrudes back to that object. It is an operation of cut, which is exactly what I want. Click OK. All right, now let's create a second sketch on one of these faces back. Okay, we're going to select that face right there. Let's create a sketch. There's that face. Let's fit. All right, now I won't have access to the geometry on this side or to the edges. I don't think anyway. But I'm going to start at this corner. All right. I'm going to draw a line straight across 150 millimeters because that's the width of my design. Click. I'm going to go straight up 15 millimeters. Click. And over 15. All at right angles. Okay. So there, see my constraints as being perpendicular. All right, oops, close the line tool. Let's do this side, up 15. No, it's not perpendicular, is it? Undo. Let's try it again. $15 millimeters, 90 degrees, good. Click, and 15. 90 degrees, good. Escape out of the line tool. All right, well, actually, I needed one more line. I need from the center point here. All right, our total height is 100 millimeters. This bottom portion is 40, so I need to go up 60. So there's my midpoint, 60 millimeters. Click. Escape. And it's thinking about it. Now I'm going to hit X, select the line, hit X, and I'm toggling to a construction line. Let's draw our arc now. Create arc, 3-point arc. First endpoint, second endpoint, up the construction line. There we are. There's our enclosed shape. Finish sketch, home position. Let's extrude at 30 millimeters back into our design. Extrude, -30 with a join. Click OK. Last sketch. Let's create sketch. We're going to go back to this front face. All right. I want to set a point. So create point. This is just going to give me a point that I'm going to use. I want it at the midpoint here, this arc. There it is. Click. So there's a point. Now, let's create a circle. Anywhere in here, 30 millimeters in diameter. All right. Now, I set that point on the midpoint. So it should be tied to that. Let's set a vertical constraint to the center of the circle, to the point. Make sure that they stay vertical. And a sketch dimension then from the center to the point of 25 millimeters. And there we are. We have the hole in place. Finish sketch. Home position. Let's extrude that hole. Cut the hole. Oh, missed it. Let's try the extrude again. Select. Grab the arrow this time. There we go. That's better. Click OK. Got to cut. All right, and we're done with the project. I guess that's it for today, so I'll see you next time. If I can figure out how to stop.